Welcome to the drive-thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pick Dog and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. We'll give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the prime time. That's what we do here in the drive-thru, Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's our live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us here for today. All right, with us is Alex Smart with us, Damian Sosh, Tony Brown from Las Vegas, Nevada, Shane Mickle. We got Jay Briggs with us, Wayne Scott, and Ninos. And here's how they'll line up for this evening. Smart, Sosh, Brown, Ninos, Mickle, Briggs, Scott, and then I will close this one out. All right. College Hoops is on the board here for tonight's action as well. Lots of hockey game as well. 9-game board from the NHL. Still 2 days away here from the restart of the NBA. We come back with the NBA Thursday with 9 games there. So we got, looks like we're having a 9-game Thursday, 8-game card here on Saturday, or on Friday, I should say. So we'll be heavy in the NBA when we restart. But let's get this one underway. Let's go welcome in Alex Smart. You'll find him over at Pick Dodge. Been putting up a really good college basketball season this year. Alex, what's happening?
Good. How's everything, Tony? Rocking and rolling and making lots of money?
Absolutely. As long as the NBA is on hiatus, it's great for me. It's great for me. That's right. Yeah. Killing my units at the NBA. But, man, when college on the board, man, feeling great. All right, here we go tonight. Leafs here at the Sabres here. Maple Leafs laying $1.70, total 6.5.
Yeah, this one's, I'm taking the soft way out here, and I'm liking the road favorite. Toronto's coming off a really surprising loss to Chicago last time out. And I think most people were shocked by that one, but they were asleep. Yeah, this is still a professional hockey team. Sort of. The Chicago Blackhawks are sort of a professional hockey team at this point. But, talk about waking up and the other team falling asleep, Toronto, and that's exactly what happened. And now we have redemption mode on the card tonight as they go against the Sabres team that they beat earlier this season by a 5-2 count. So they match up well here. And Buffalo hasn't played great at home this year either, 11-14-2, despite of an uptrending Buffalo Sabres team, that can surprise the best teams in the league. They just haven't done all that well here at home. And Toronto's 12-9-4 on the road. And like I said, they're in redemption mode. The thing about Buffalo is, despite of, I guess, how well they've done or how much they've surprised us, they're still not a great team. Give up a lot of high danger chances, 13.1 percent, and they're sixth most in the league. And that is a problem, and that will be a problem tonight against a Toronto team that's quite explosive. Now they have O'Reilly in the lineup after that big trade. Kind of surprising the way they went to sleep the other night with O'Reilly. I thought they'd be more juiced up for that, but hey, it was the Blackhawks, so they fell asleep. But here we go. Like I said, they're going to wake up tonight. We're going to lay some lumber. We're going to take the Maple Leafs on the road.
Nice to know here with the Middle East minus 170 here against the Sabres. Yeah, looking at the Sabres team, Alex, this team is just such a streaky team, right? They start the season off hot, then they go on this cold spell, then they get hot, then they lose. Now they're back in a little bit of a win streak.
Yeah. I mean, they're a quality team, I guess, is how you look at them. Good in transition, but they give up too many chances and high danger chances. And that's the thing I looked at tonight with Toronto and being a redemption type game, a comeback game, a bounce back game, whatever you want to call it. I really think that's going to really stand out for us. And we're not 100% sure who's going to be in nets tonight, but the last time Luukkonen was in nets, they put 5 goals in on 23 chances. So 23 shots. So, yeah.
You got it there. Maple Leafs laying 170 against the Sabres. This one to have a start time here, 7:30 Eastern time. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. So great results here in college basketball. 903 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dodge. Pretty big card here from college. This is a Tuesday, so we're going to get these big conference games in there. Big 12, SEC, some smaller mid-majors in there as well. Hockey on the board, 9 games. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Well, I've got a 3-pack of college basketball. I'm pretty hot with basketball again. I'm with college basketball after a couple of weeks slump. Back on a 9-2 run right now. 3 games on board, all sides, 2 MAC, and 1 Big Ten game involving Indiana and Michigan State. Also, 1 hockey game on board. It's a total, and That's what we're attacking the board with. 4 selections. A little bit offbeat number here, but 4, lucky 4 instead of lucky 3 tonight.
There you go. There you go. 4-0-3-1 with Alex Martin tonight. 3-pack up there on the board tonight from Alex and college hoops, all sides. Of course, that is credit guarantee. Must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. That is credit guarantee. Also in there with a total smasher. So get on board there with Alex. Instead of buying these plays individually, you can go the longer term pass. But here we are in late February. Best time to get that 1 month all sports pass. Get all of Alex's premium plays here from NHL and NBA for 30 days. NHL coverage, I should say college basketball coverage. There's a lot of coverage in this 30-day all sports pass. You'll get the remainder of the regular season from college hoops. You'll get all premium plays from Alex's from the conference tournaments. All premium plays here from that first 4 round that you have from the NCAAB tournament here on that Tuesday and Wednesday. The round of 64 Thursday, Friday. The round of 32, Saturday, Sunday, and of course that Thursday Sweet 16 round there. So that's what's covered under that 30-day all sports pass. Yes, it is February 21st, and it's a short month, so that means it comes right on. March is right here pretty much. So that 1 month pass is the way to go. Use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. That's even greater value there. All right, Alex, it's always great having you show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again in a couple days.
Always a pleasure, Tony. Take care.
You got it. Safe. Alex Smart here on the drive. So let's continue on here with our coverage. Next up is Damian Sosh. You can catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring Damon in right now here in just a second. I think we're ready to roll here with Damian Sosh. Damon, what's the word?
Hey, Tony. How you doing?
Doing great. All right, here we go tonight. ESPN Big Ten action here between Michigan State and Indiana. Michigan State the favorite at 3, total 137.
Yeah, some Big Ten action here. These two teams, they first met in late January in Bloomington. Indiana came away with the 82-69 victory against Michigan State. That game, when you look at it, it's a game where Indiana, they shot the lights out. I mean, they shot 47% from the floor as a team. They were 9 for 15 from three-point land. Michigan State was just 4 for 14 from three-point land. Trace Jackson Davis had another really big game. He's been averaging 22 points per game here in Big Ten play. That game, though, he went for 31 to go along with 15 rebounds and 5 blocks in that first meeting against Michigan State. Away, though, from Assembly Hall, with the exception of Jackson Davis, the Indiana offense really has had some problems. And I kind of see how this game going. Jackson Davis is going to get his, but I think the Michigan State defense can stop the rest of that Indiana offense. They do have the best three-point defense in the Big Ten. The last 7 opponents that Michigan State has faced have shot less than 21% from three-point land. So I don't foresee another number for the Indiana from 3-point line. Play home. Their only loss has been at the beginning of by 1 point, and this is going to be a really emotional night here for Michigan. It's going to be their first home game since the off incident here on February 13th, and I think they're just going to play with. I think they're just going to be. It's going to be more emotional. The home crowd, and I like Michigan State in this game. I like it.
All right, Damon here on Michigan State here, laying the 3 here against Indiana. Yeah, really hard to argue that one there. Of course, with the Spartans, good defense. I kind of look at it that way. I think the defense, of course, the emotional aspect as well, but the 3-point shooting is there. And don't forget about their performance here at the free throw line. A pretty good free throw shooting team. Of course, when you're trying to sweat out those final minutes and you're up, you always got to hit those free throws, or what's going to get you over the top. I think we might have lost Damon there anyway. So Damon here on Michigan State laying the 3 here against Indiana. This one will have a start time here of 9 Eastern time. This one will be over on ESPN. All right, over at Pick Dogs Premium, guys, we'll take a look here at Damian Sosh, where he's put up some impressive numbers here. You're going to see here 1,207 units of profit last 30 days. That is all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. So go over to the Damian's handicapper page over at Pick Dogs Premium. Go down to where it says handicapper, where it says pick history. You can document and verify every play that he's posted on the site. So that is documented right there with these numbers. Also showing great prop for the year. Last 7 days, last 24 hours on the board right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. Damon with a college basketball 3-pack on the board. $45 holding price. Credit guarantee must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for site credits. That is a credit guarantee from Damon there with his 3-pack. Also, a lot of these plays can be purchased individually, but again, as we've talked about, you get on board with Damian's 1-month All Sports Pass. Get all of his premium plays here for 30 days, include all his NBA, NHL, and of course, all his college basketball plays are included there. And of course, as we said, with a 1-month All Sports Pass, it will carry you all the way to the Sweet 16 round, that Thursday Sweet 16 round. So you get lots of coverage in the NCAA tournament with that 1-month pass. Use the promo code PICK. You'll save 15% off at a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Damon, anything you want to highlight about your service? So kind of we'll launch you there for a second.
Yeah, sorry about that. Internet cut out on me. Hey, just things have been going really well right now, guys. So hop on board. I'm sure Tony's mentioned it. Long-term pass is the way to go. We killed it last March, and we're going to kill it again this March coming up.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Damian. We talked about that 1-month pass. That's the way to go now. Lots of coverage in the NCAA tournament with that 1-month pass. All right, Damian, have yourself a great evening. We'll catch up with you again in a couple of days. Thank
you, Tony. Talk to you soon.
You got it. Damian Sosh here on the drive too. All right, let's continue on here with the coverage, guys. We're seeing a lot of people sign in right now. If you missed the pick, we'll recap at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, let's continue on seeing somebody out talking about Western Michigan. Well, actually, we have that play on the board here tonight, so we'll cover that in a second. Let's continue on here. Let's go out to Las Vegas, Nevada. And join us in the room here will be Tony Brown. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, Tony Brown is doing great work in the NHL as well. Of course, he does, as you know, he likes the Lakers, and of course the Lakers made some moves here, and of course looks like LeBron's in the right frame of mind to close out the regular season, and they'll be making the playoffs, right, Tony Brown? No sweat.
35-1 odds for the Lakers to win the championship. $1,000 gets you $35,000. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I'm not saying that's a bad bet either.
All right, there you got Tony Brown says he likes that. He likes that. All right, tonight we go to ACC Network, team that's played really well this year. Not on just one end of the court, but on both ends of the court. This Pittsburgh Panthers team going to be hosting Georgia Tech here. Georgia Tech is a team that's had their issues here. Pittsburgh laying 12, total 137.
Yeah, this one is pretty much over except for them to play the game. Like, it has to be like an injury or like some type of mishap for Pitt to not get this cover. It's like Pitt's one of the best teams in the whole entire college basketball this year. They have a great record. Like they say, good teams win, but great teams cover. Pitt has been great all season. They lead the league in wins against the spread. They have 19 wins against the spread. They're covering at a 70% rate. So that's like a bettor's dream. Every 10 games you bet on Pitt, you're going to win 7 of them against the number. They're playing the worst team in the ACC, Georgia Tech. They're just 3-13 in conference games. They've only won 11 games overall, but I mean in the ACC conference, they've only won 3 games to the 13 losses. They're losing at a 4-1 clip. And on the road, they've been absolutely horrible. It's no place like home, and they're the proof. They lost 8 straight road games. You know what I mean? So this game, I always say games aren't played on paper, but some stats can't be ignored, so we won't. Pitt should absolutely dominate this game. Of those big spreads that they've covered, they've been asked to cover double-digit spreads 8 times, and they did it 7 times. They're 7-1 against the spread when it's double digits. So don't be afraid. Lay the big number and take Pitt at home against Georgia Tech, and it should be some easy money tonight.
Yep. All right. We got Tony Brown here on Pitt here, laying the 12 here against Georgia Tech. Although I will say this, Georgia Tech just beat a team that is a non-Division I school. They kind of got past at home Notre Dame, which is another team that's sliding down. They did beat Virginia Tech, but man, you look at some of the Georgia Tech's issues here. It's the shooting. It's just been horrible. I mean, they're last in offensive efficiency, high turnovers, 32% shooting, just 45% shooting from 2. They're giving up 54% inside. Again, you got to wonder how long they're going to put up with this Coach Pastner there over at Georgia Tech.
And like you said, all of those games were just home game wins against some subpar teams. You get, excuse me, you get a lot of momentum when you're at home. So, you know what I mean? Like, they just got the edge in those games. But when they play real teams, they're getting absolutely pounded. I'm not a real big blame the coach guy. it's a lot of they don't have a lot of talent on the floor, to be honest with you. They don't have double digit scores except for one position. I'm not saying the coach is good, but I don't think you just put a coaching change in there and that fixes them. They're in one of the harder conferences in college basketball, and they just need some talent. Like, they're not doing a good job at recruiting because all the kids want to go to Duke or Virginia or wherever. No one wants to go to Georgia Tech. Not to mention it's a technical school. You have to be pretty smart to go there. What I mean. You can't just take PE and reading and classes and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think it's more than the coach. They could fire him, but things wouldn't change.
I don't know, but you can go in there and become a video game designer. that might help you.
A lot of those kids that go to the NBA are going to be working for some of those Georgia Tech kids. So it all pans out at the end.
All pans out, no doubt about that. All right, Tony Brown here. Pitt lay the 12 here against Georgia Tech. This one to have a start time here, 7 Eastern time. This one is over on ACC Network, where they bury those games there. All right, Tony Brown. Let's go over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. Of course, on the board tonight, 9 from the NHL. We're back in swing in the NHL. We also have a nice big card here from college hoops with a lot of, we've got some Mountain West in action. We don't see Vegas on the board. We got some Mountain West in there. We have a lot of SEC, some ACC in there as well. Big 12, Atlantic 10. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I stay away from that stuff. You guys are going to make it hard for me to walk around out here. I mean, like, I'm a Knights fan, 100%, and a Raiders fan. But I don't like UNLV, the football team or the basketball team. I don't like Reno. I don't, so sorry, guys. I'm just not a fan. I'm not going to be watching that or
Duke guy.
But,
You're a Duke guy.
Yeah, it's Duke all day. And Notre Dame, like, I don't know. It's just one of those things. But I definitely got some hockey on the board. I got 3 big plays in the NHL. You can get them individually or you can get my NHL 3-play. And I got 3 great plays in NCAA and college hoops. You can get those individually or get them on a 3-pack. It's the hoops and hockey today, and no NBA, no problem.
That's right, guys. Got a board here with Tony Brown over at Pick Dodge. Great results in the NHL. 600 units of profit in the NHL. I seem like I've been saying this for the last 5 years with Tony Brown. Always on top of the NHL, doing great. So get on board. He's got the perfect plays, a 3-pack up there right now from college hoops. Also a triple play here from the NHL. But again, the long-term pass will serve you well. We've talked about the 1 month, the 30-day pass right now for the entire show. It is the best value because how much coverage you have in college basketball all the way to the Sweet 16 round on that Thursday, that Sweet 16 round. So it really whittles down the tournament. Pretty much most of the tournaments covered, as well as all the conference tournaments there with that 30-day pass. But Tony Brown, you're year-round. I know baseball, we got spring training starting on Friday. That 1-year VIP pass, a great value.
Yeah, and it's going to be all improved this year as well because now I'm learning how to put the plays up like myself. Some of the games that weren't up, like the Kentucky Derby and some of the boxing and the fights, I'm going to learn how to edit them and put them in. So now you're going to be getting horse racing, fighting, MMA on top of the NHL, NBA, and it's just everything. Every single thing I can cap, you'll get it. It's only one low price. You pay one time, and you get everything. There's no upselling. You get championships, title fights, playoff games, everything I release for one single price with the VIP All Sports Pass, and it's a yearly pass. It's not a basketball pass or a NFL season pass. It's a 365 days of play from the day you sign up, 365 days later, 1 full year of picks for one low price.
That's right. Again, I'm with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. Great results in the NHL. 600 units of profit. That is all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. So get on board right now with Tony Brown. Of course, he talks about 1 year all sports pass. Use it and use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off, about $195 off that 1 year pass right now when you use that promo code PICK at checkout. All right, Tony Brown, as always, great having you on the show. To you that success, and we'll catch up with you again in a couple days.
It's always good to be here. Thanks for having me, and I'll see you guys on Thursday, Tom.
See you on Thursday. Tony Brown here on the Drive Thru. We'll continue on. See a lot of people sign in, guys. Reminder, if you miss any picks, we're recapping the end of the show. We got the Brother Man in with Miami. I like that one too. Here we're getting a lot of folks in there in the chat room. Our man, the Brother Man, likes the Toledo in there as well as they're facing Akron. That should be a pretty good game, no doubt about that. Also, Scotty Foster in there with Red Wings. We are doing well here. Let's continue on here on the Drive Thru. Up next, let's go to El Ninos. Catch him over at Pick Dodge Stream. Catch his video series, which resumes here on Thursday. The 3-legged prop parlay video of the day with the El Ninos. And, of course, Wayne will bring in El Ninos right now. What's happening now?
Going pretty good, Tony. How are you doing?
Doing great. All right, Ninos, you're swimming in the shark water right now. We got a lot of big lions tonight in the NHL, and here's one of them. We got the Devils here hosting the Canadiens. The Devils here. We got the Sharks and the Minnows. We're going in this pool right now. The Devils laying 365, total 6.5.
Yeah, as you mentioned, just a bit two big favorites for my liking to back on the premium side, but I still think they're the right side here. The Devils, they'll be at home here. They're a much better and healthier team going up against the Canadiens team that's been struggling all season, or well, hasn't been having their best season, that's for sure. And their injury list is starting to get longer than their active roster, so that's not going to help them either, and especially in this tough matchup against probably one of the most pleasant surprises of the season, and the Devils team that's been playing great. Now, most of the Devils' success has come on the road, but they haven't been bad at home either. 19-6-1 over 19-16-2, sorry, and 19-6-2 at home. Not so great on the puck line at home, just 10-17 on the puck line. But again, this is, I think, a chance for them to fix those numbers up a little bit. A game they should win comfortably. Now that -1.5 is pretty juiced itself, so you could maybe take a shot on the -2.5 as well if you don't want to lay that juice. Get them around -2, and I think they win this game big for us tonight.
All right, Ninos here. Going here with the Devils. That's the puck line. Lay the puck in half. -135 here against the Montreal Canadiens, a team here in Devils that you said the Ninos has been showing us some improvement here on the ice here, coming off back-to-back victories here against the Winnipeg and the Pittsburgh Penguins, and getting pretty good goaltending there, giving up 2 goals in each game.
Yeah, they've had great goaltending all season long, and obviously that's helped them out a bunch. But, they've been a great team, too. They've been playing some great team hockey and just getting the job done every time they come out to play. Not one of those teams that are, those overpaid stars that, show up when they feel like it. No, they come out to play every night, and you got to love a team like that.
Yeah, you're looking at some of the puck line numbers there. It's been kind of rough for them, but again, when they've been a favorite of 200 or more, they've won 6-2, but 14-23 there on the puck line, which means you see a lot of those 1-goal decisions. What if someone says, well, what if I just take them in regulation?
Oh, I think they're a bit too pricey to do that.
Pricey
tonight.
There too.
You can. I mean, if you want to lay all that juice, by all means, but. Again, -235. I see them out on the regulation.
That's a big one there.
It's a bit too pricey for me. Yeah, I'd rather just go puck line, or as I said, even -2 to lay some more goals. And the game they should. Yeah, those puck lines, they've definitely been better again on the road at winning big. But again, it's just, I think, bit of regression to the means here. I think that maybe those road puck lines start coming down a bit, and they start covering them a bit more at home.
All right, Ninos here on Devils lay that goal in half, -135 against the Canadiens. This one to have a start time 7 Eastern time. All right, Ninos, let's look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Of course, the results here the past 7 days. We have a pretty good card here from college basketball. 9 on the board here from the NHL. So who needs NBA? We got lots of action here from college hoops. Of course, NBA comes back here on Thursday. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I'll tell you who needs the NBA is our props, but yeah, definitely loving the NHL, making the most of it right now. I had a bit more time to refocus on college basketball as well, so that's not too bad before March Madness, comes around. And but yeah, NBA gonna be back in a couple days, and seeing some lines I like already there, so definitely looking forward to that coming back.
That's right, guys. Got boy Ninos over at Pick Dogs from tonight. He's got his NHL Tuesday hat trick, a 3-pack up there from the ice, affordably priced at $39. Credit guaranteed. Must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back into your account for site credits. That is credit guarantee. A lot of these plays are also sold individually by Ninos there over on the site. Also an individual play here from College Hoops, so get on board there. Of course, the long-term passes will serve you well. We're talking about this 1-month pass all show long. It's because it offers great value. Not only do you get all of Ninos' premium plays here for 30 days here from the NBA and NHL, but the coverage you get from college basketball is enormous here. You get the regular season, all of the conference tournaments, the first 4 play-in rounds, those Tuesday and Wednesday games. You get the round of 32, the Thursday, Friday college hoops, You get the round of 32, round of 64, as well as the Thursday Sweet 16 the following week. So lots of action here with that 30-day All Sports Pass. Use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. Add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. That's even greater value there. All right, now Ninos, as always, great having you on the show. We know we can catch up, guys, back on Thursday, right? So Wednesday night, Thursday morning, they can look out for that that three-legged prop parlay video. You should be able to get in there. I don't know if the prop numbers are up, right? The prop numbers have to be up for you guys to do. I've seen the lines up already.
Yeah, the lines are definitely out. Let me take a look at the props real quick. But yeah, no, I definitely, the props are out. We should probably have it out, I'm guessing, tomorrow night. Normally we have to wait till the morning, for them to all come out, But the odds makers definitely had plenty of time to get these ones out early for us. So should have the video out for you guys Wednesday night.
Yes, no doubt about that. And it's really just this odds maker just means just computers. Just turn the computer on. You'll have the odds. That's all you got to do, brother. Just take it. It's all work. It's all the programmers and getting the data in. All right, now, Ninos, have yourself a great evening, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, have a good one, Tom.
Got El Ninos here on the drive. So guys, reminder, if you miss a pick, we'll recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that one. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. Up next is our man Shane Mickle. We'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's been doing great work up there. Also catch his written work on the site. He does cover English Premier Soccer and UFC on the sites at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. So we're bringing Shane right now. Shane, what's happening?
How's it going tonight, Tony?
Doing great. All right, this is a good one tonight here, 7 Eastern time. Texas A&M. Yes, A&M. This is the team that's been playing out of nowhere. They've come out and played well in the SEC. They're laying 2 here against Tennessee. Total 129.5.
Yeah, I mean, there's when you talk about big college basketball games, this might be the biggest game of the night, but I think it's actually flying under the radar how big it is. These are two teams who could be vying, probably not for a 1 seed unless, something goes crazy down with those 1 seeds, but maybe or probably for a 2 seed. And if they're deciding who, what 2 seed is a 2 seed compared to a 3 seed, depending on how these seasons end, it could come down to this game here. And then this game, I really like Texas A&M. This Tennessee team has really struggled as of late. Their big issue has been scoring. 2 games back they beat Alabama, but even in that game they still only scored 68 points. It was their defense that was the difference in this game. And this Texas A&M defense has been strong. They only gave up 60 points to Missouri. A great team that loves to push the pace. That was probably their most impressive defensive performance of the season. And against Arkansas, they only gave up 52. I think that they do that continue here again, and I think that they find success with their defense. I think that they get the job done here, laying the 2. If you're more comfortable. No, and one more point about this. This Tennessee team has struggled on the road. Texas A&M is 13-1 straight up. So if you want to lay a little of the juice and get rid of those 2 points, I have no problem taking the money line. I think they win this by 4 or 5 points, and this should be a pretty comfortable cover here with the 2.
All right, we got Shane here. Texas A&M laying 2 here against Tennessee. Buzz Williams getting the good performance out of this team. Now, Texas A&M usually is one of those teams that's good on defense, lousy on offense, but they're almost like Pitt, where they finally got both sides of the ball clicking.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's kind of weird how good the defense has been, how good the offense has been this year. Like you said, it's usually a physical team. You got Williams over there sweating on the sidelines, getting down like in a defensive stance every possession. One of the crazier coaches. But yeah, this is a team that put up 83 points against Auburn this season, and this Auburn defense, although not elite, but has been good all season. So when you're putting up 83 points against them, even though it was at home, that's impressive. So when you have a Texas A&M a strong defense like they usually do, along with that offense, it's gonna be a hard team to get rid of in March.
All right, we got no doubt about that. Texas A&M laying 2 against Tennessee. This one have a start time here at 7 Eastern time. They put this one here on ESPN featured game of the night. All right, Shane, let's take over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Of course, we did talk about pretty good college basketball card tonight as we have major conferences in action. The SEC, we see some Big 12 up there, Big East as well as the minor conferences and majors. Going great results here in the NHL this season. Shane is putting together some really good numbers. 9 on the board from the NHL. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I've got my college basketball game of the week up there. It's a mid-major play. I think Vegas has gotten the odds totally wrong on. It should be an easy winner for $29.99. I also have a 3-pack that includes that play of the month and my or play of the week, I mean, and my other two top college basketball plays of the night. And then, or you get my sampler pack, which includes my best NHL play and then my two best college basketball plays for $39.99. And also, I do have one more NHL play that's not included in the packages. So, like you've been talking about all day, the long-term pass is the way to go. So if you hop on the long-term pass, you'll get that NHL play included.
That's right. Get up over Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs. Great results in the NHL, as you can see there. 1,274 units of profit. That is all documented over at Pick Dogs. Shane tonight on the board, a 3-pack here from college basketball. Includes his play of the week in that 3-pack as well. $39. Full-way price. Credit guarantee must turn a profit. And the amount you purchase, credit back in your account for site credits. That is credit guarantee also up there on the board, college basketball play of the week. But again, that 3-pack, it also has a sampler 3-pack up there that includes his college basketball play of the week, as well as his NHL winner up there with 2 college basketball winners. So again, as we've talked about, instead of buying these plays individually, the long-term pass, we've talked about the coverage with that 30-day all sports pass, all of the NBA, NHL, but the college basketball will take you through all the conference tournaments. The first week of the NCAAB tournament, you got those first 4 play-in rounds on the Tuesday and Wednesday. You've got those round of 64 on Thursday, Friday, round of 32 Saturday, Sunday, and you get day 1 of the Sweet 16 on Thursday. So lots of coverage on that 30-day all sports pass. Remember, the conference tournaments begin on Monday with the A-Sun, so we're not too far away. So get on board there. Use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. Add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Shane, it's always great having the show. Keep up the great work, and we'll catch up with you again in a couple of days. But they can find your written work over on the sites as well.
Yeah, definitely. We got we have Champions League tomorrow again. Then we have Europa League on Thursday, so make sure to check that out on Sports Chat Place, and of course on Pick Dogs. I cover NHL and college basketball, and then of course NBA and all the other sports are covered on both sites. So make sure to get all the free content you can, not just on the YouTube page, but also on the 2 sites.
That's right, 2 sites. Check it out there as well. All right, Shane, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again in a couple of days.
Sounds good. Have a good night, Tony.
You got it. Shane Mickle here on the drive through. We'll continue on. Guys, reminder, if you missed a pick, we'll recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive through. Time to bring in Jay Briggs. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium, doing great work. The NBA Jam session will return here on the channel here on Thursday when they're back. And there's also talk of another live show from Jay. We were talking about that before the show. Jay, what's happening?
What's going on tonight, Tony?
Going great. All right, here we go tonight. ESPN2 has Kansas State and Baylor here. Baylor favored .5, total 148.
Yes, sir. Shane talking about that last game, that could be game of the night. This game has an argument for game of the night as well. Baylor and Kansas, and in my opinion, it's a better team. In Baylor, we don't see them going on a half in spots like these very often. Not complicated. I'm just going to jump on the better team. To be honest, suggesting at laying 1.5, and I'm not going to overcomplicate it again. I do think it's a better team. I know Kansas State does play their best basketball on their home right now. They've only won 2 of their last 5. Baylor, they've won 4 of their last 5. Second half against Kansas. Probably the worst half they've had all season. But I think to bounce back in this one tonight, go into Kansas State and get Baylor, in my opinion, is just a better team playing the better basketball. Baylor could be in there at the Final Four when it comes down at the end of the season. I think they start kicking back in the gear. They go on a run here. I'll lay the points of the 2.5 or 2 here with them in this matchup.
All right, you got Baylor here, laid the 1.5 here against Kansas State in this one. Yeah, Kansas State, a team that, there was some promise early on here, and even early on here in the conference tournament, conference play, they started off with looks like 4 straight wins, being West Virginia, Texas, Baylor, Oklahoma State, but since then, only 4 wins total in conference, losing 6 of those games. 5 wins, losing 6, so 5-6 over their past 11. A lot of issues they've had on the road, but they dropped some games at home to Texas as well.
Yeah, like you said, they started out really hot, man, but it's hard to beat a team twice and split 12 like they're in right now, where every team's a tough out, every team's coming to play. That revenge angle in college basketball is a good angle to look at, and it falls into place here again. And I think this second time, things kind of like some of the other teams have as well.
Yeah, when they got off that hot start, by January 10th, they were 15-1, 4-0 in the conference, but when you look at the non-conference, not very impressive wins there. LSU down. They lost to Butler on the road. That should have been a flag right there. And then they beat Nebraska in a semi-home court, neutral court site. But again, it's kind of went a little bit downhill here for Kansas State here. Baylor laying the 1.5 against Kansas State. This one will have a start time, 7 Eastern time, ESPN2. All right, Jay, let's go over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Lots of hockey on the board, 9 games, lots of college hoops as well. NBA, a few more days away. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir. I got 3 plays up there for sale tonight in college hoops. I got them in a 3-pack hoops, money making 3-pack. Or I have a plus money dog up there. We've hit 2 in a row. And I have my college hoops best bet for $15. We've hit 3. We did drop yesterday, but we looked at bounce back. We had hit the 2 previous before that. So all that up at Pick Dogs Premium. The plus money $15 player sold separately, and the 3-pack has both of those plays in there as well. So you can scoop all that up, Pick Dogs Premium, and let's continue making it.
That makes some money indeed with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got his college basketball hoops best bet on the board right there. $15 credit guarantee there. Must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for site credits. That is a credit guarantee. Also in action here with Dog of the Day from College Hoops. Best bets up there as well. We talked about the 3 packs. The long-term pass is the way to roll. Get that 1-month pass. Get all of Jay's premiums for 30 days. NBA. You got NHL, of course, college hoops coverage, conference tournaments. A lot of the NCAA tournament, the first week of the NCAA tournament is covered in that $30 sports pass all the way to Thursday's Sweet 16. So bulk of the action covered there with that 30-day pass. The promo code PICK will save you 15% off at a second cap or with the 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Jay, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great evening. We'll catch up with you again on Thursday.
Yes, sir. See y'all guys Thursday. Check by then, so make sure y'all check that out Thursday morning. And before I see y'all on this, is my show going live probably 3 o'clock for the NBA schedule after the jam session drops. So check the YouTube channel. I know your post notifications are already on, so you should probably get if I do go live at that time. So be sure to look out for that. And yeah, man, let's continue making money and pick the best YouTube channel on the planet.
That's right, guys. 4 Eastern time, tentative plans here to go live with an NBA show with Jay. It's just to kind of get that thing after everything settles, right? All the teams that are playing, got some shoot-around. The shoot-around news comes in, you kind of get a good idea of what's happening, right?
For sure. The jam session, we try to get in and out. Just trying to get y'all how I'm feeling early in the morning. And then this one should be fine. Oh, yeah. I'm going to bring this one in. I'll probably stay away from this one.
You got it. Fine-tune it. All right, Jay, have a great night. Catch up with you again Thursday.
Yes, sir, Tony. I'll see y'all on Thursday.
You got it. Jay Briggs here on the Drive. Reminder, guys, you missed a pick. We'll recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. All right, let's continue on here on the Drive-Thru. Up next is Wayne Scott. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, he won the contest, handicapper contest, to earn a spot here on Pick Dogs. It does great work here on the channel. Also, a video series starting here. Well, it's already on, but it's off because of NBA. But back on Thursday with the 3-legged prop parlay video of the day with him and Ninos. Resumes on Thursday. We're bringing Wayne right now. Wayne, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony T? What's going on, Pick Dog family?
It's going great, Wayne. Here we go tonight. We go to the Mid-American Conference with Eastern Michigan home to, in this one here against Western Michigan. Eastern here laying 4, total 129.5.
Yes, sir. We're going to go to the bottom of the MAC where, like Tony said, Western Michigan takes on Eastern Michigan. Western Michigan is 7-20 on the season. They're 1-13 on the road. Yeah, that's right. I said it. 1-13 on the road. This Eastern Michigan team, they're at home where they're 4-7 and 6-21 on the season. Eastern Michigan, last time out, they lost on the road to Kent State, which is the best team in the conference. They lost 54-81. In the first half, they were down by 15, so they started off a little rough and lost the first half 25-40. Eastern Michigan are coming off 5 straight losses. Eastern Michigan, they're 1-3 as home favorites. This Eastern Michigan teams, they got A-Cuffs and they got Bates. They play a lot of me ball, a lot of individualism on this team. They don't play together well offensively to me on the team, a lot of ISO ball. And they don't play no defense, and they struggle to hit the 3, and they play down to their competition. That's one thing I noticed about this Eastern Michigan team. When I say they have no defense, they're 360 in points allowed, allowing 81.7 points allowed. They're 359 in field goal percentage allowed, allowing 48%. when I say they can't hit the three, they only hit the three at 31.8%, which is 301. Now Western Michigan, like I said, they're also at the bottom of the MAC, but they're coming off a win, and they coming off a good win too against Ball State. They won that game at home, 78-68. They won the first half in that one, 36-29. So they were up against the better team early. They came out playing good. Their top player had 22 points. They got a freshman on his team named Lamar Newman who had 20 points. He's going off. He actually roasted me when I was on Bowling Green earlier in the season, and to see that he's still going off is something I like to see. I will say that this Western Michigan team has lost 7 straight, but they're 5-1-1 ATS after a win. So they do carry the momentum and play good after a win. They had 4 players in that last game where they won last time out against Ball State, getting the double figures. So they got good play coming off the bench. They are 7-3 in the last 10 in the first half, straight up. So I'm going to go with Western Michigan +2 in the first half. They're a little bit more defensively sound. They're the better rebounding team. Like I said, they got the better points coming off the bench. And I'm just rolling with the team that has the better momentum.
All right, we got Wayne here. Western Michigan first half +2 against Eastern Michigan. Yeah, Eastern Michigan. I'm looking at the conference numbers here. Just some brutal here for Eastern Michigan. Rebounding worst in offense, second worst in defense. This is against the conference. Last in MAC three-point shooting, 28%. And this is something I always worry about here. Last in two-point defense, 58% they're allowing. Not to the entire non-conference, but just to MAC foes.
To the conference, yes sir,
Yeah.
yes sir. That's no good. Like Tony's saying, just giving up that easy bucket and then not being able to hit the three to combat that. That's no bueno when you're even at home, and their record states it. Western Michigan, like I said, they're not the best team, but they're coming off of momentum, and this team, I think the coach knows what he's looking for. He's starting to get the guys in. He got the rotation he wants. This Eastern Michigan team, I think they're ready for the Imani Bates train to move on. So we're just heading in 2 different directions. I think this Western Michigan team has a little bit more of an identity right now. So I'm going with Western Michigan +2 and get me out of there in the first half.
First half play, Western Michigan +2 against Eastern Michigan. This one will have a start time 7 p.m. Eastern time. You can watch the MAC games on ESPN+. All right, Wayne, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Pin for tonight's action. Of course, we do have a good board here from college hoops. A lot of the mid-major mixed in with ACCs, a Big East game in there. We've got SEC in action as well. Late night stuff in the Mountain West. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
I got my Takeoff Tuesday 3-pack, 3 college basketball plays. I said 3 ATSs on there, but it's actually 2 ATS and 1 Moneyline Dog I got in there for y'all. So go pick that 3-pack up. I normally have 1 pick in the ice, but with no NBA, I did a lot of studying and went hard, and I got 3 picks on the ice. All totals, no money line, no spread, all totals. So all 3 totals packed up, called my ice pack. So I got 2 3-packs out there tonight and 1 extra pick for my long-term members. So for the people getting those long-term pass, check me out. Look at my 3-day, 7-day, or my monthly pass, and you'll get these extra picks too. A lot of good stuff coming up, like Tony mentioned in these tournaments. NBA coming back up, good boxing card. I like the cap boxing, so I'm showing throwing some picks out there on there soon. So tune in, guys. Catch you in.
Yeah, sweet science indeed. Get on board here with Wayne Scott over at Pick Dodge Premium. Takeoff Tuesday 3-pack, credit guarantee $36 on that college basketball 3-pack here from Wayne. Also in action with an NHL Ice pack, a 3-pack here on the ice. Again, instead of buying these plays individually, the long-term pass is the way to go. And of course, I'm just talking about the 1-month pass because again, the value there is in college basketball, right? Because we know you get the NBA and NHL for 3 days, but that college basketball 1-month pass takes you to the conference tournaments. The first week of the NCAAB tournaments, you've got the play-in rounds, you got the round of 64, round of 32. The first day of Sweet 16 is covered, so lots of coverage with that third day all sports pass from the college basketball tournaments, as well as the minor tournaments, NIT, CBI, the basketball classic now, not the CIT anymore. But anyway, get on board here with Wayne. Also dabbles into some of the sweet side with some of the boxing, probably had some of those pay-per-views, so keep an eye up on some of those as well there with Wayne Scott with that 1-month all sports pass. All right, Wayne, it's always great having this show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow. You can talk a little bit more tomorrow, because that'll be the eve of the return of your 3-legged prop parlay with Al, because we're waiting for the NBA to restart.
Yes, sir. We'll be getting up with Al probably a little bit tonight, if not first thing in the morning, so we can go ahead and study up. Got a few small changes that we're going to be doing, so just stay tuned, guys. Like Al always says, like that like button up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and keep tuned with it.
That's right. Make that subscribe, set notifications so when Al and Wayne are live, or when they drop the videos, you can get them right in real time to get the best numbers. All right, Wayne, have yourself a great evening, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, Tony T. All right, Pick Dog family.
You got it. Wayne Scott here on the drive. So let's continue on here on the show, guys. If you miss a pick, we'll recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that one. All right, we'll get to my play here again. We're going to be looking at this Texas Tech-Oklahoma game here. Texas Tech here is on the road, and I was talking with Jay before the show, and we both felt the same way. This could be a team that could make a deep run in the Big 12 tournament, especially with teams that kind of read the headlines and see that they're already in, right? We always see that a lot of the times, and this is one team that's going to have to make a deep run. That's Texas Tech here. Oklahoma's laying 2.5. This team that's been down this year, although if you take their numbers and you match them, you put them in another conference, they probably would be in the top half in the Pac-12, maybe even ACC. But again, you're in the toughest conference. You're going to get beat around a little bit. They probably would be a top half team as well in the Big Ten. But this year it's not going to work because too many losses on their end. Tech here at 2.5 will be the play. Again, this is the team I'm going to be looking at to ride here in the conference tournament. This is the team that has talent, but just lost too many close games early on, but they're starting to get it together here. As they're 15-12 in the campaign, 4-10 in the Big 12 looks terrible, so that's why they need to win the conference tournament to get in the NCAAB tournament. So they got to start cranking right now. When you look here at the Red Raiders, they're really showing improvement, winning 5 of 7. The Sooners have lost 8 of 10, and again, this is something that really bothers me late in the season. Is the defense is going south here for Oklahoma. Over their past 5 games, giving up 48% shooting. Boy, oh boy, you're doing that in late February. Not a good sign here. Not a good sign at all here. So we're going to look here at Texas Tech here at plus 2.5. All right, guys, check out Pick Dog Stream tonight. I've got plays up there right now. I've got 4 premium plays. I have a best bet here from College Hoops. Then I have a 3-pack here from College Basketball. So that's up there right now. 4 premiums for you right now on the board. Also, you can use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. My long-term passes, 3, 7, or 30-day pass. We're talking about that 1-month pass. That's the best value right now because you get a lot of College Hoops coverage, all the conference tournament action, the first week of the NCAA tournament, all the way to the day 1 of the Sweet 16. So once you get it all the way until the tournament whittles down to 12 teams. That's what you get with that, and all the conference tournament action. So that's a lot of coverage with that 1 month. So get on board. Use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. Add a second capper with the 2-point cap promotion. Even greater value there. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's recap the games. Alex got us started with the Leafs. Laid the 170 against the Sabres. Damian was on Michigan State -3 against Indiana. Tony Brown likes Pitt. Laid the 12 against Georgia Tech. Ninos Devils, the puck line. Laid the puck and a half -135 against the Canadians. Shane was on Texas A&M, laid 2 against Tennessee. Jay likes Baylor, -1.5 against Kansas State. Wayne is on Western Michigan, +2 the first half against in their game against Eastern Michigan. And I'll be on Texas Tech, plus the 2.5 here against Oklahoma. All right, the game I like the most here, and I like that. I like the fact that one of our chat contributors, Blake, likes this one too because he's from Tennessee. And I like Texas A&M -2. And I saw him in the chat. We talked about how he said fade Tennessee in this one. So I like Texas A&M here, laying the 2 here against Tennessee. Go shout out to the chat room today. Thanks for your support there with Glenn Cousin, I should say, in the chat room. LC in there as well. James Thrower makes an appearance here again in the chat room. Of course, Ben in there as well. Josh A as well. The brother Herman with his plays as well in the chat room. Yeah, boys, RJ is in there looking at that. I think he's going to ride with Toledo tonight in that game as well. So appreciate the compliments there from our man Hanif Beeks in there as well. And let's see here. Shane was in there with a comment to Tony Brown. I thought it was to me there for a minute. It was to Tony Brown. Tony Brown made a point that the Lakers were 35-1, that he was going to put $1,000 on that, and then Shane comes back and says, "Well, if you want to throw away $1,000, just give it to Shane." Just give it to Shane there. So a little bit of fun there in the chat room with Shane and of course Tony Brown. So everybody in the chat room, Ramon, Blake, a lot of the contributors today, Scotty Foster, appreciate all the compliments in there in the chat room. That's going to do it for our show, guys. Remember, tune in again tomorrow live here at 6 Eastern. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers here from Pick Dog Sports Chat Place. They'll give out their plays in real time for you here for the action on Wednesday. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. Lots of video series here on the channel. You got the morning show every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. You got Mitch, you got Rod, and you got Chris. Also, we have the Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. We have the Bidding Tool show as well up there as well for you. Jay's Jam Session returns on Thursday. NBA, a pick on every game on the board. Also, Ron Romanelli with his bank shot breakdown plays here from College Hoops, as well as the Puck Dogs with Chris and Rod Sawacki with their NHL picks. We got Javon's Parlay Video of the Day. We have the three-legged prop parlay video of the day with El Ninos and Wayne Scott returning on Thursday when the NBA comes back. Of course, we got the MMA show, UFC show Thursday, right after the drive-thru. That's with Mills and Brad Francis. So, guys, you make sure you tune in for that. And also keep an eye out. There'll be an announcement coming soon. I believe Jay will be debuting a live NBA show here on the channel, 4 p.m. Eastern time on the channel. So keep an eye on that one as well. Looks like Jay's putting the finishing touches to that. So he hopes to have a guest on his show for Eastern time, guessing that show here from NBA action. All right, that's going to do it here for our show today. I'd like to thank everybody in the chat for contributing as always. And Scott Wilku, thank you for that compliment as well. So that's going to do it here for our show tonight. Bank shot, spend money. That's right. James Thrower says the bank shot has been money. All right, that's going to do it for our show tonight. Let's bring in our crew from tonight. We're going to wait. Goodbye, guys. You guys have